Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk Gara.
Hi, this is your cozy place to learn English with real-life conversations.
Please like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, we are so happy you are here. Maybe you are walking, maybe washing dishes, or maybe hiding from your responsibilities on the sofa.
It is okay. We see you.
Yes, we see you and we love you.
I am Jessica.
And I am Jackson. This is your English podcast for real-life conversations, easy English, and big feelings.
Big feelings, yes. Today, we are talking about something that can change your life if you get it right.
And it can ruin your day if you get it wrong.
Like that time you shouted at your coffee machine?
Yes, it betrayed me. No coffee came out. I needed it immediately.
See, this is what happens when emotions control you.
When emotions drive, they do not follow the rules. They go too fast, take wrong turns, and your day crashes.
Maybe you know this feeling. One small thing happens in the morning, and suddenly your whole day feels bad.
Your boss sends a short message, and your brain thinks, oh no, they hate me.
Your friend does not reply, and your brain says, they forgot me, I'm alone.
Or you make one mistake in English, and your brain shouts, I am terrible, I should stop speaking.
If this sounds like you, don't feel strange. You are not broken. You are human.
Every human has emotions. The problem is when emotions are the boss all the time.
Today, we want to talk about self-control in a kind and simple way.
Yes, self-control is our key word. Self-control means you can manage your thoughts and actions even when your feelings are strong.
You may feel angry, sad, or scared, but you do not let those feelings decide everything.
We will also talk about another word, composed.
Composed means you look calm and in control, even if inside you feel stress, like smiling in a meeting, but your heart is racing.
Yes, heart racing, hands shaking, face smiling. That is composed.
In this episode, we want to help you move from my feelings control me to I control my reaction.
We're not saying don't feel anything. Feelings are fine, but we want to help you not destroy your success because of one moment of emotion.
We will talk about days when you want to quit, but you still show up.
We will talk about when one bad thing happens, but you don't let it ruin your whole day.
We will also talk about people who judge you or put you in a stereotype and how you can rise above it.
And of course, we will help your English too.
Yes, this is a B1 level episode. English is not too hard, not too easy.
If you don't understand every word, it is okay. Listen, relax, and come back later.
Near the end, we'll have a small word tour with some strong words from today's topic.
You'll hear these words first in our conversation, then we'll explain them simply.
So, if you want to grow your English and your emotional control, you are in the right place.
If you like learning English this way, please like and subscribe. It helps more learners find us and tells us to make more episodes.
Listen, enjoy, and tell us in the comments which emotion controls you the most.
Okay, Jessica, I'm a little nervous now. My emotions are ready to talk.
Good. Let them talk, but we will not let them drive.
All right, let's start with mornings where one small problem destroys everything.
Yes, imagine this. It is early morning. Your alarm rings. You feel tired, maybe a little angry at life. And your first thought in the morning is not, I will grow today. Your first thought is, where is the snooze button?
Yes, and then maybe you check your phone. You see a message, a comment, or some small bad news.
Suddenly, your whole body feels like, today is finished. I cannot do anything. I know this feeling so well.
One small problem and my motivation runs away like a cat.
But here's the important part. Successful people feel this too. They feel tired, annoyed, or lazy.
The difference is what they do next. I love people who are relentless with their goals.
Relentless is a strong word.
Yes, relentless means you do not stop. You keep going again and again, even when it's hard or you feel low.
These people say, Okay, I feel bad, but my goal did nothing wrong. They still do a small action for their goal.
On some days you were tired or stressed, but you still power through your study time or work.
Power through means you continue and finish the work, even when it feels uncomfortable or your mood is not good.
Remember many days when I did not want to study English, not even for 5 minutes. My brain said, "You're too tired, do it tomorrow."
And what did you do before you learned self-control?
Old Jackson listened. He watched videos, ate snacks, and told himself nice stories about tomorrow Jackson.
Tomorrow Jackson is always very strong.
Yes, poor Tomorrow Jackson. He had to do everything. New Jackson is different.
New Jackson still has bad days, but even on lazy days, I say, I will do 10 minutes. That is all. I am not perfect, but I try to be more relentless.
And these 10 minutes are everything, because in that moment you are building self-control.
Self-control is when you manage your thoughts and actions even when your feelings are very strong.
Maybe you feel, I am lazy, I am weak, but when you give yourself one small task and power through, you are sending a new message. I can show up even when I feel low.
And when you do this again and again, you become more composed on the inside too.
Composed means you look calm and in control, even when inside there is stress or noise.
So, point 1 is simple. You do not need a perfect mood. You need small, relentless actions.
Yes, feel whatever you feel, but give your future self at least one small action today.
Now, let us talk about the next problem. What happens when one bad moment tries to destroy your whole day?
I think everyone knows this. One small thing goes wrong and your brain says, okay, today is bad, close everything.
Yes, it is like your day has many rooms, but you lock all the rooms because one light is broken in one room.
That is a nice picture. Many rooms, work, family, health, English, hobbies.
And sometimes one room has a problem. Maybe your work morning is terrible.
But that does not mean your evening with your family must be terrible too, or your English practice, or your time at the gym.
I had a time when I could not separate the rooms. If one room was bad, I brought the bad feeling into every room.
Me too. It's like carrying a dirty, wet jacket from place to place. You keep it on at home, at work, with friends.
Right, this is where another word from our word tour is useful: resilient.
Resilient is a beautiful word. Resilient means you fall down, but you do not stay down. You stand up again and try one more time.
A resilient person can have a bad morning but still have a good afternoon because they let the day stand up again.
They do not say the whole day is dead. They say that part was bad, but other parts can still be good.
I had a teaching day like this. In the morning, my lesson went wrong. Technology did not work. Students were confused. I felt like a beginner.
Oof, that hurts.
At lunch, I wanted to go home and cry, but I told myself, Jessica, this was one lesson, one room. Your next class is a new room. I took a walk, breathed, and said, okay, that lesson was bad. Now we try again.
Yes, you did not let one lesson decide your whole day.
I tried to be resilient. I learned from the mistake, then I shook it off.
Shake it off means you let the bad feeling go and move forward again.
And you know what? The next class was wonderful. If I stayed inside my bad mood, I would bring that heavy energy to the new students too.
So, for you listening, ask yourself, do I let one bad moment decide my whole day, my whole week?
If yes, do not judge yourself. Just notice it. Then practice this idea of rooms.
You can close one door and still open another door.
And this is not only about days. There's another place where one moment can explode very fast.
Places like work or school where emotions can get big very quickly.
Work and school are like big emotional gyms. There are many people, many opinions, and many small stress moments.
Totally. And sometimes we say things there that we don't really mean just because we're in the heat of the moment.
In the heat of the moment means your emotions are very strong, and you speak or act before you think.
Oh, I remember once. In a team meeting, my friend made a small joke about my project. It wasn't so bad, but I was tired and stressed, and I exploded in the heat of the moment.
Ouch. What did you do?
I talked too fast. My voice was high, and I said, "You never support me. You always do this." Later, I felt really ashamed.
I understand. And some people do the opposite. They never explode, but they bottle up their feelings.
Yes, when you bottle up your feelings, you hide your emotions inside and don't talk about them.
I also did that at a different job. My boss would say small, hurtful things, and I never answered. I smiled, said thank you, and pushed everything inside.
And then one day,
One day, boom, I cried in the bathroom. I wanted to quit, and all the old feelings came out at the same time.
so both sides are heavy, exploding in the heat of the moment or bottling up your feelings for months.
The middle is emotional control. You still feel everything, but you choose how and when you speak.
Right. At work or school, one of the best skills is to stay composed on the outside while you manage your feelings on the inside.
Composed means calm and in control, not cold, just steady.
I like one small trick. When I feel my emotions going up, I don't answer immediately. I take one slow breath.
Sometimes I say, "Can we talk about this after the break?"
That is smart. You are not ignoring your feeling, you are just not letting it be the driver.
For you listening, maybe your next homework can be this. When you feel something strong at work or school, give yourself 5 extra seconds, one slow breath before you speak.
Those 5 seconds can save friendships, jobs, and many long WhatsApp fights.
And talking about people, let us move to another big area. What happens when people judge you or put you in a box?
This one is big because many of our emotions come from what other people think about us or what we imagine they think.
Yes, sometimes we do not follow our dreams because of a stereotype.
A stereotype is a simple, often unfair idea about a person or a group.
For example, the stereotype that quiet people cannot be strong leaders, or that if you make mistakes in English, you are not intelligent.
Those ideas are really heavy. If you believe them, you start to live inside them like a small room.
When I started making content, there was a stereotype in my own head. Real teachers are always serious. If you are playful, people will not respect you.
But your playful style is what people love.
Yes, but at the beginning, I almost stopped because of this picture in my mind.
This is where we need to grow a thick skin.
Grow a thick skin means you learn not to feel hurt by every small comment or criticism.
It does not mean you never feel pain. You still feel it, but you do not let every comment control your life.
For example, someone writes, "Your accent is strange." You feel a small ouch. That is normal.
But with a thicker skin, you say, okay, maybe my accent is different, but my message is still helpful. I will keep going.
Yes, instead of deleting your dream because of one stranger on the internet.
And sometimes it's not strangers, it's family or friends who do not understand your dream or your way of working.
Yes, and that hurts even more. But here, another phrase can help us. Rise above it.
Rise above it means you stay calm and act at a higher level. You do not go down into the same drama or negativity.
If someone laughs at your English, you can rise above it. Maybe you think, at least I am brave enough to speak a second language. I will keep practicing.
When people put you in a stereotype, you can rise above it by showing results, becoming better, and growing, not by fighting in every comment section.
And here, your resilience and your relentless side come back. You do not stop. You keep moving toward your goals with a thicker skin and a higher view.
So, if you feel like people are judging you, please remember this. Their words do not decide your future.
Your daily actions do. And this takes us to our next point. When you want to grow, you will need to make decisions that some people do not like.
Right. Making decisions is hard when your emotions are loud. Fear, doubt, and other people's opinions all talk at the same time.
Yes, you think, what if I choose the wrong thing? What if people do not like my choice? In those moments, emotional control helps you be more decisive.
Decisive means you make a clear decision and you do not change your mind every 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was not decisive with my content at the start. One week I did long episodes, then I stopped, then I did short ones, and then I changed again. My feelings were the boss.
So what changed? I sat down and asked myself, what do I really want to create? What feels right long term? I made a plan and said, okay, I will follow this plan for 3 months, even if my feelings are scared or bored sometimes.
So you used self-control to protect the decision?
Yes. My feelings were still there. Some days they shouted, this is not working, change again. But I told myself, no, we decided we will test this plan properly.
Yeah, I like that. For me, a good trick is to separate feeling time and decision time.
Oh, how do you do that?
First, I let myself feel for a moment. I write in my notebook, I am scared of this new project, and I put all the fear on paper.
After that, I look at the facts. I ask, what does the data say? What is the real risk? Then I choose.
This is very mature. You give your emotions space, but you don't let them vote 5 times in the decision.
Yes. And when the decision is made, I try to support it with relentless action, not with more thinking.
So, emotional control does not mean you become a robot with no feelings.
It means you become a leader for your own life. You listen to your feelings, but you don't let them be the boss every second.
Right. You become more composed, more decisive, and more resilient.
You grow a thicker skin, rise above small drama, and keep moving.
Step by step, you build a life where your goals drive the car and your emotions sit in the front seat with a seatbelt.
I like that image. Goals driving, emotions safe with a seatbelt, not all over the steering wheel.
Yeah. Now that we've talked through these points, we want to slow down a little and do a small word tour together.
We will take some strong words like stereotype, relentless, grow a thick skin, and more, and walk through them slowly.
Stay with us. Take a deep breath and notice how you feel right now.
Remember, even if today started with a small problem, you can still choose one small action and rise above it. I like that picture.
We talked about many ideas and many emotions today. Now we want to help your English relax and catch up.
In this word tour, we will say each word slowly, explain it simply, and give easy examples from real life.
You don't need to write everything down. You can just listen, repeat, and feel the rhythm.
If you want, you can also close your eyes for a moment. Just hear the words, hear the examples, and imagine the situations.
All right, let's start with our first word, stereotype.
A stereotype is a simple, often unfair idea about a person or a group.
For example, there's a stereotype that quiet people cannot be leaders, but that is not true. Or the stereotype about people who make mistakes in English is very unfair.
You can repeat stereotype.
Stereotype.
Take your time. Stereotype.
Next word, decisive.
A decisive person makes clear decisions and does not change their mind every 2 minutes. For example, a decisive leader helps the team feel safe and clear.
Or she was decisive about her study plan and followed it for 3 months. Repeat, decisive.
Decisive.
Last time, decisive.
Next expression, in the heat of the moment. In the heat of the moment means your emotions are very strong and you say or do something before you think.
For example, he shouted at his friend in the heat of the moment, and later he felt sorry. Or, she sent an angry message in the heat of the moment.
You can repeat, in the heat of the moment.
One more time, in the heat of the moment.
Now a more playful one. Shake it off.
When you shake it off, you let a bad feeling go and move forward again.
For example, I made a mistake in class, but I decided to shake it off and keep speaking.
Or, he was angry in the morning, but he shook it off before meeting his friends.
Repeat. Shake it off.
Shake it off.
Like you are shaking water from your hands. Shake it off.
Now a phrase. Bottle up your feelings.
When you bottle up your feelings, you hide your emotions inside, and you do not talk about them.
For example, he bottled up his feelings for months, and then one day he suddenly cried.
Or, it is better to talk than to bottle up your feelings all the time. Repeat. Bottle up your feelings.
Bottle up your feelings.
Slowly, bottle up your feelings.
Next word, composed.
When you are composed, you look calm and in control, even if you feel stress inside.
For example, she stayed composed during the interview, even with difficult questions.
Or, he felt nervous, but he tried to look composed in the meeting.
Repeat, composed.
Composed. Very slow. Composed.
Next word, resilient.
A resilient person can have problems, but they do not stay down. They stand up and try again.
For example, she failed the exam, but she was resilient and studied again.
Or, life was hard, but he stayed resilient and kept moving forward.
You can repeat, resilient.
Resilient. Slowly, resilient.
Our next important word is self-control.
Self-control is when you manage your thoughts and actions even when your feelings are very strong.
For example, I was angry, but with self-control, I spoke calmly.
Or, learning English needs self-control because you must study even when you do not feel motivated. Repeat, self-control.
Self-control.
One more time, self-control.
Now a very helpful phrase, grow a thick skin.
When you grow a thick skin, you learn not to feel hurt by every comment or criticism.
For example, if you post videos online, you must grow a thick skin.
Or, she grew a thick skin at work and did not cry every time someone was rude. Repeat, grow a thick skin.
Grow a thick skin. Imagine strong skin protecting your heart. Grow a thick skin.
One more phrase, rise above it.
When you rise above it, you stay calm and act at a higher level. You do not go down into drama or small fights.
For example, people laughed at his English, but he rose above it and kept practicing. Or, she did not answer the rude comment. She chose to rise above it. Repeat, rise above it.
Rise above it. Feel yourself going higher. Rise above it.
Our next strong word is relentless. If you are relentless, you do not stop. You keep going again and again, even when it is hard.
For example, her practice was relentless. She studied every day, even on bad days.
Or, he was relentless with his goals, and slowly his whole life changed. Repeat, relentless.
Relentless. Feel the power in it. Relentless.
And our last phrase for today, power through.
When you power through, you continue and finish the work even when you feel tired, bored, or uncomfortable.
For example, she wanted to stop, but she powered through the last 10 minutes of her study time.
Or, he was sleepy, but he powered through and finished the project. Repeat, power through.
Power through. Last time, power through. Wow, you did great. Even just listening to these words is good practice for your brain.
And remember, you do not have to use all of them today. Maybe choose one or two that you really like and try to use them this week.
Maybe relentless. Maybe rise above it. Maybe self-control. Whatever you choose, we are proud of you for staying with us, learning English and working on your emotions at the same time.
And hey, if today you only remember one idea, let it be this. Your feelings are real, but they do not have to be the boss.
Yes, you can feel nervous and still speak. You can feel tired and still study for 10 minutes. You can feel hurt and still rise above it.
Here is a small homework for you tonight. Before you sleep, write one sentence about your day using one of these words.
For example, I was tired, but I powered through my English practice.
Or, I wanted to stop speaking, but I was resilient and finished the conversation.
It does not have to be perfect, just real. And if you feel brave, you can also share your sentence in the YouTube comments so other learners can see it and feel less alone.
We really love reading your comments. We see your progress, your stories, your small wins.
Thank you for trusting us with your English and your big feelings.
Remember, you are not too emotional, you are human, and you can still be strong, decisive, and relentless with your goals.
Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and give yourself a little credit for today.
You showed up, you listened, you learned. That already means you're growing.
And we'll be here next time, ready to talk, laugh, and power through life with you in English.
Yes, this is Jessica.
And this is Jackson. You have been listening to Talk Gara. Bye.